Alrighty, here we go, folks. Heading around turn 2 here as we get ready for the final 20 laps of this NRL season here in 2020. Leading them here to the green flags going to be Chase Elliott 97, which would be Flutter. And second would be Lone Wolf. And right behind him is KC. Pace car has dropped away, and we are ready to get this thing underway. Going green from Blue Moon here in the NRL. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. As we see Flutter getting a push from KC. As we start things off. Lone going to get in the middle of them. As they head into turn 1 and almost going 3 wide here. And now they just about are 3 wide, but Lone up into the wall, and KC is going to take that second spot. Heading into turn 2 off the backstretch here. And it is Flutter leading the way around turn 2. Lone in the rear, trying to catch back up here after a little mistake there in turn 1. And look at that, KC with a little bump there. Hard racing here. Coming to the line, going to be 19 to go early in this final stage, this championship stage. For all the marbles right here. It is still Flutter leading the way, KC in hot pursuit, and as is Lone Wolf, and tough into turn 1 again, but they stay clean, make it through. KC on the inside, no! Flutter gonna hold them off. Putting up a good lap there, right? That portion of the track there. And look at this, Lone now challenging KC for second place all over that back bumper. If you didn't know any better, you think Lone's in the club. And you know what kind of club I'm talking about. But needless to say, Flutter's still leading the way, and KC on the outside. Did he lose it there? No, he saved it. And Lone is all over him. KC back and forth, trying to block, trying to guard, trying to keep second place. And that being said, Flutter with about, that time I think Lone got into him a little bit, but KC underneath, he's going to take the lead. KC now leading on lap 4, actually lap 3 here out of 20. I get confused because of that pace lap, but needless to say, KC now leading. Look at this, Lone looking to the inside here in turn 2, and he might get past Flutter. And he pushes KC to lead now on the inside, coming into turn 3. Nope. Back to the rear of Flutter, said think better of it. Didn't know if he could possibly hold it. So right now, KC coming to the line, followed by Flutter and Lone. And Lone looking to the inside here. Going for second place, trying to take it away from Flutter. KC, a good job through turn 1 here. Flutter holding the high line, Lone on the inside, and Flutter just has a better exit there on the high side coming out of turn 1. And now looking to the inside here is Flutter yet again. KC on the outside here, side by side as they go through turn 2. They touch just a little bit. Lone now on the outside looking to get past KC, and it looks like we might end up going 3 wide. No. Now we're 3 wide, in through 3. KC on the bottom, Flutter on the outside, and now Flutter making a move to the inside, going for the lead side by side to the line. I can't call that. I don't know who had that. I have no idea. As they come into turn 1 now. The ever so sharp killer turn 1. You got to cut it all the way down to about 4th gear. And then just try to pick it up through. As these 3 continue to go at it. Championship at stake. And we see 1, 2, 3 here. It's Flutter. It's KC. It's Lone. In a line. In through turn 2. KC looking high. Flutter blocks him into turn 3. And look at that. KC now on the inside. Is he going to get by him? Oh, so close. As they continue their battle down the front stretch here. And Flutter's looking. Kind of swiveling each way. Lone's looking at him too. Into turn 1 we go. Flutter on the high side. And KC's got him on the inside. And we have a lead change yet again. Lone bringing up the rear. But look at this, Flutter going to the inside to turn 2. He's been finding some success there on KC's yet again. He's going to take the lead. Looks like Lone's going to look to the inside of KC here. Nope, back to the outside. KC blocking. What's going for the lead? If you can't, hold on a second. Look at this. Lone taking a good look at the inside and not going to be able to make it. Flutter comes back to the line as we will begin lap 7 here. The 20 active laps. So much easier to say lap 8 because that's what's on the screen, but lap 7 under green, underway, and Miku, get the fuck down. Come on, kitty. You're ruining this. She's a fan. She's a diehard race fan. I swear she is. As we head down the backstretch into turn 2, KC right there on Flutter and in through, and they hold their 1, 2, 3. But now KC was about to look to the inside, but thinks better of it. Has to guard against Lone, and Lone looking to the inside now. He slips into second place. So now it's Lone following Flutter here as we come down the front stretch. Flutter still leading. Lone looking to the inside, heading into turn 1 here, and Lone looks like he's going to get it. And Werewolves in London right now. We got a new leader, and KC's going to challenge now. To the inside, he has it, and Flutter back up in the second. And the silver bullet right there, perhaps, right away. But Lone not done. He is still hanging in there, hanging tough as they come through turn 2. Looking high is Lone. To the outside of Flutter. Flutter kind of stay in that middle. Maybe trying to take that lane away from Lone, but now Lone to the inside in turn 3, challenging for second place. They're side by side. I think Flutter might have grazed the wall there ever so slightly. I don't know if Lone got into him. It was hard to tell. It wasn't by much. But needless to say, coming into turn 1, too wide. We got Flutter challenging for the lead, and on the inside, he takes the lead over KC. And KC looking to do a little switcheroo here. Down the backstretch. Heading up to turn 2 yet again. Here, lap 9 under green. The battle continues on. 1, 2, 3. It's Flutter, KC, and Lone. And look at this. Looking high is KC. And look at this. Lone's kind of giving him a push. And now, to the inside is Flutter looking to challenge back for the lead yet again. But KC's going to hang on to it. I think he had that high exit out of 3, so I think he was just carrying a little bit more speed. But look at this Flutter again. Relentless. Challenging. Looking to the inside as we come into turn 1. But look at this. KC with the high side, and he's making it work. I think he's going to have the better speed. Oh, they touch! And Flutter, I think he went down, and no, he saved it. He saved it. What a save by the 9-car Flutter. Oh, slick as butter. He's still in this race. And he's still charging. Back from third place, KC now leading here. And in hot pursuit is Lone. Lone looking high, maybe on the exit of turn 3, perhaps. No, kind of looking at the inside now. Oh, look at that. We see Flutter come down the front stretch. And hot pursuit as he tails. Lone right on the back of KC here. Heading into turn 1. Oh! I don't know if they touched the wall or not. So as they come down the backstretch here, KC still leading Lone, and look at that, look who's caught up. That is Flutter in the 9-car. Looking the inside, giving Lone a push as we head to turn 2. Into turn 2, Flutter is challenging for second. He's got it. Now looking to the outside, and up there to black was Lone. Who's going to take that advantage in 3, and what is the line they are going to run? Look at this, KC down on the inside. Holding the outside is Lone and Flutter. More speed in the push, and look at this. He tries to thread a needle, and he makes it. Flutter doing what he has to do. He wants the championship. They all do. But what a risky maneuver here on lap 12 of green. Still no caution yet. We just had that one incredible save. And look at KC holding that inside. Now challenging for the lead. He's side by side with Lone. I think Lone has the advantage here. He's got the draft here. He's working it with Flutter, who's leading. Look at this. Lone challenging for the lead as we head into turn 2. I think KC might be able to get there. Give him a push. No! Flutter sees that happening. He closes the door. And now into turn 3. 1, 2, 3, they go. Look at this. Flutter going to that high side. KC on the inside. And he got into him a little bit, perhaps. Oh, yeah, look at that. Flutter's got that draft working off Lone. I think he was about to pull that same move. Yep, back to the inside. It's become a popular one for him. As they continue here. 2 wide. KC and Flutter. Look at that. Look like KC, the back end starting to go around on him. So you look at Lone here, the leader currently. Started this race in the back, holding down third place back there. But now up at the front and leading. A hungry Flutter in KC on his tail. And look at this Flutter. I thought he was going to go to the inside there, but holds up on the rear. He gets to that rear quarter panel and looking to make that move, trying to take that air off of that rear quarter panel. He's trying to, but Lone hanging on as they come to the stripe here. Yep, lap 14 now that we are on out of 20. 6 to go here in our championship round. In and out of turn 1. And look at this, Casey looking the inside of Flutter, and Flutter trying to maybe make a move high. No, he's just going to settle in line here. 1, 2, 3. Lone, Flutter, KC as we head to turn 2. And Flutter again trying to maybe look to that inside, but shutting the door is Lone. And look at this, Flutter is riding all over the rear of Lone. KC, I think he's just kind of holding back, and he might be waiting for a mistake to happen. See how rough these guys are racing here. Well, not really rough racing. It's just good rubbing, racing, you know what I mean. These guys are just doing it. Lone about to come into turn 1. Flutter in pursuit. And KC looking to the inside here. He could get them both. Is he? No, he almost loses it. He just about lost it. But he does take second place here. And now it's KC looking for Lone. Hunting down the Wolf. Can he catch him? The Wolf leading. The one and only Lone Wolf driving that 43 car. When was the last time we saw that 43 take a championship? In real life. I'm trying to remember history books, you know. It was before I was born. I know that. I was negative such and such years old. The Lone comes to the stripe. Lap 16 out of 20. So the final 5 laps to go. Casey's in second, looking to the inside on Lone here. In turn 1, and look at this. Lone was into the wall. They all almost just about lost it, and look to the lead now. It is KC. KC in that 42. Now in front yet again. Lone in second. Flutter in third. These three battling it out. Flutter now looking to the inside on Lone. Perhaps, yes, he's going to go for it in turn 3. Is that high side going to work for Lone? And side by side, I think they touched just a little bit there. Race continuing now. 4 more to go. Lone looking back to the inside to retake the lead here on KC. I think I just saw the pace car do a breakdance, which that was hilarious. But look who's coming out of the inside. Flutter, the Rocket Man, perhaps. I think he's going to steal Ryan Newman's nickname there, because he came up there like a rocket, and he's back to the lead. Lone pursuit. Some space in between these cars now, though. Good. Oh, what'd I say? 2-3 car lengths between them? Say heading to turn 3. And Lone trying to catch back up now to Flutter. Flutter back in the lead, where he's spending a lot of the earlier part of this race. You've got to think Lone's got the draft here, and maybe KC trying to get back to it. And definitely Lone's starting to close the gap here. With just 3 to go, Lone looking to the inside of Flutter. But Flutter's going to hold strong. The Wolf is on the prowl, in hot pursuit, searching, clawing for a championship. And he's on the inside now. You know what they call a Lone Wolf? An Omega. An Omega. It's not Alpha, it's not a Beta, it's an Omega. And that's who's leading right now, the Lone Wolf. There can only be one. As he leads into turn 3. Heading back to the stripe. It's going to be 2 to go. So it's Lone and Flutter. KC way back there. He's kind of hoping for a mistake here with just 2 to go. Kind of falling out of contention as Lone and Flutter heading to turn 1. Yet again. KC just bringing up the rear of the field at the moment. And getting loose was Lone. They're both into each other. Lone and Flutter. KC's going to get by them both. We got to have a caution right there. We might have a green-white checker, perhaps. I don't know. There's going to be about 1 to go. But you got to think that that pit has to be open. I don't know how they're going to end this. I don't have the... for some reason, my camera didn't want to work while I was in Discord. For whatever reason it was. But needless to say, KC's got the lead. Lone in second. They're definitely under caution. Coming back to the stripe. And I think we're definitely going to have a green-white checkered. If I know anything, which I really don't. I tried, but, you know. But I think they're just going to end this one under a green-white checker, folks. I'm going to just go on ahead, hop back in the Discord and check with these guys to see what the plan is the master plan. So as we head really into overtime, it's going to be KC leading the pack with Lone Wolf in second and Chase, well, I should say Flutter, in third. All right, so we'll be back with this. Just going to see him maybe around turn 2 and come back to the stripe. So we head into turn 3. Yeah, I think this is definitely green-white. All right, we'll be back.